Well, that turned out pretty good, I believe.
Yes.
Now, if we get that rain this coming week, we'll see how it protects it from washing. When I done my bluegrass in the back, I used half the mulch that you're supposed to use, and this one I used full strength, and it looks noticeably different. It's like blue everywhere. No water for 24 hours, and then of course it's gonna rain this week, so I think that's gonna be your water right there for a while anyway. Hey there, it's Pete with GCI Turf. Hope you're having a great day today. I'm out here at first and foremost one of my friends' houses, and then Jacob, and then he's also an employee for GCI Turf. For how long?
6 years.
6 years. 6 years. Jacob is kind of my lead spray guy, and kind of helps run the show on that side of the company. And Jacob recently has been blessed with a new home, and as part of from me, Tammy, and from GCI, our housewarming gift to you was to give you a new yard. I know that you've had some issues with the house.
Yes.
You know, some headaches and some stress that, you know, and of course that's normal. It comes along with any new home. But I wanted to do something for you to take all the stress away as far as the yard goes. That's why I didn't let you do anything yesterday.
Right.
Because I wanted to do it. I wanted it to be my gift to you. So,
well, I appreciate it.
absolutely, you're more than welcome. You deserve it. You're a great employee. You're a great husband. You're a great father, and you deserve stuff like this. What we did is, first of all, this is probably the hardest
Yes.
ground
Yes.
I have been in a long time. If I don't know, it may be the hardest I've ever been in. The Ventrac was sliding left and right. The front end, because the power rake couldn't dig, I was having to angle the head left and right to keep it going straight, because it would bite and slide one way or the other. So super hard ground. This was out here. I don't know why that's so hard. Have you ever like aerated and seeded? Or nothing? So nothing's ever been done to it for however long. So that's probably part of the problem. But we got it broke up probably about 4 inches deep, and then went back and slicked it down. Worked over here on the side yard. It wasn't quite as bad. You must have had a tree removed over there.
Right there.
Okay, because I hit quite a few roots, so it'd be interesting to see how the turf does over top of those roots in the future. Got all that done. The backyard was kind of soft. It worked up good. Around this big old oak tree over here was extremely hard as well, hard as a brick. And I wonder how old that tree is.
Well, I know for a fact I'm 32, and it's been here since I've been on Earth.
Okay, so it's at least 32 years old. I would say probably 3 times that age, because if you and I probably hooked hands, I still don't know that if we can reach around it. It's a monster tree. So those roots probably come well out to where we're standing, and you know that's probably why that area is staying as hard as it is, or it's adding to the fact that it's hard. It'd be interesting to see how the grass does. Went with the cool blue. I'll let you pick out if you wanted to fescue the cool blue. Jacob picked out the cool blue, so it's got a little bit of bluegrass in it. We used our starter fertilizer that I get custom blended here that we use on our yards locally. Once we got everything graded and leveled and slicked down, then we put that out with my turfware and got the seed and all spreaded. And again, I'm not a fan of mixing my grass seed in with the hydro seeder, because we seed some Bermuda yards, and I don't want to take no kind of chance on any contamination. If I were seeding a fescue yard and it had some Bermuda grass seed in there, that'd be a problem. That'd be a problem, and the customer would probably not be happy about that. So that's why I don't mix the grass seed in the tank. I put it in the spreader, spread it out. We did something different this time that I've never done before. This area up here in the front was like a fine powder, almost kind of like the consistency of, what's the stuff you use to make biscuits with? Flour.
Flour.
Almost like flour, powdery and fluffy. It was weird feeling. What I'm getting at is if I would have run the aerator over that after I put the seed down, I think I'd actually move seed around because the aerator would have picked the dirt up and took it with it. I've seen it do it many times. So I used a roller, and here's your disclaimer on the roller. This is not a Ventrac product. I want to make sure that's clear. Ventrac does not manufacture this roller. Some other company does. I can't remember the name of the company, but I found it online. Actually, one of my buddies found it online, sent me a link, and I called him up and bought it. I figured I could use that roller in the future. And that's actually what we use right here. And we rolled it and tightened the ground back up. It's one thing about having loose ground to seed in, but you need it to have some type of firmness when you get done, because when you're walking around in it and watering it, you don't want to be knee deep in mud.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we had to pack it back down, firm it back down. It's nowhere remotely close to being as compacted as it was before I power raked it, even by rolling it, but it just kind of firms the ground back up. Then obviously the last step of the process is we hydroseeded it. And it's the second time I've used this thing, and I'm absolutely loving it. I think it's a game changer for the company, and we'll be able to offer that in the future to, renovations or hillsides or slopes or, whatever the case may be. It's just another tool we got in our toolbox now. So this week we've got several days of forecasted rain, so I doubt you'll probably have to water it. I mean, maybe after that.
Right.
And one of the cool things I've noticed, and I can already see it playing out over here in the corner, Jacob has trees all the way around him. Trees equal leaves. And with this hydroseeding mix, it bonds together and creates kind of a layer over every top, everything, and locks everything in place. So as long as it's not wet, you should be able to go out with your backpack blower and gently blow the leaves off with zero issues. Meaning you shouldn't even move any grass seed, because the grass seed's locked to the ground right now. So that's, I think that's pretty cool.
Yes, that was going to be my question before you left.
Yeah.
Because I noticed them. Yeah.
Yep, they're already falling over here. So, of course, we let it dry. We just sprayed it, give it 24 hours to dry. And then if it rains, you want it to let it dry a little bit before you walk on it. But the leaves, if I'm looking at this right, I don't know because I'm not experienced with it, but if I'm looking at it right, the leaves can't mix in with the seed now.
Right. Because
they have that barrier on top of the ground, and the hydroseed mix is protecting the seed, so you should be able to walk out there and blow the leaves right off. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. But anyway, there you go. That's what we got going out here. I used the new 4520 Ventrac, and I've got a 4500 that I've had for a while, and I've had the 4520 for a little bit now, kind of putting it through the ringer, helping Ventrac out with some, trying to make sure everything's working right on it and that kind of thing. So Jacob has had some time on my 4500 doing different things. I can't remember what all you've done with it, but what is your favorite thing about the Ventrac? If you could pick one thing about the Ventrac and say, I like this about it more than anything else, what would it be? Just
the versatility of it.
Bingo.
I mean, you can, whatever you want to do with it.
Bingo. That's I think that's absolutely my favorite thing about it as a business owner. Is I got one tractor, and I can do. I mean, you just pick it.
Yes.
Pick it, and you can pretty much do it. I don't think it'll cook supper yet,
right.
But I'm sure Aaron and Isaac and them, it won't be long. They'll probably put a microwave on it or something. So that was not pre-scripted. Didn't ask him. Didn't tell. I just wanted his honest opinion, and I think that's what most people are going to say that own Ventracs is. You can basically do anything with it. It's such a versatile piece of equipment. So there you go. Got plenty of more videos coming with the 4520. I'm gonna put it through the ringer and see what she'll do. So hey, as always, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch, and we'll check you later.